Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a notable rumor about a big free game that should be dropping tonight. It would be a game that you would own forever on the Epic Games Store, but it would be a pretty notable game as far as free titles go, so we'll talk all about that, and I'll give you guys a heads up on some of the Humble Bundles. A lot of Humble Bundles are dropping. They are doing a best of 2025 period where a lot of the best bundles of the year are coming back, but some other bundles are around there as well, and Humble Choice obviously quite good this month, so we'll highlight that at the end of this video. But first of all, there is a rumor circulating that the Epic Games freebie that is going to be revealed at the Video Game Awards will be the Lords of the Fallen that dropped in 2023. As far as free titles go, I feel like that's a pretty major one, given that that game came out only 2 years ago, still goes for $15 to $20, and I know it's not like the Souls-like game everybody absolutely loves. I know that obviously at first place is going to be the From Software games, and then you've got games like Lies of P, Neo, etc., and I would say that Lords of the Fallen falls a little bit below that, but I actually thought Lords of the Fallen was a fairly decent game. Now, am I the person to meticulously break down every aspect of a Souls-like game? No, but I like Lords of the Fallen from a setting standpoint, vibes, visuals. I like the realms gimmick that the game had. The game was a disaster from a PC performance standpoint when it initially came out. It's gotten better, but it still has some issues here and there, but at launch it was a literal abomination. Like, it was a train wreck at launch, but like I said, it still goes for like $15 to $20, so I would say as far as freebies go, that would be one of the better ones. And given that, you know, they are doing the element of it's a mystery game and nobody knows what this game is going to be, and on top of that, I believe Lords of the Fallen 2 is going to get a trailer. Oh, and by the way, Lords of the Fallen 2 is an Epic Games Store exclusive. I don't know why Epic Games Store got an exclusivity deal with that game, just because I just don't think, you know, it's not like any game is really gonna draw people on over to the Epic Game Store as a storefront. Like, Alan Wake 2, I thought was a bigger title to get as an exclusive, but, yeah, I just don't see that being the game that gets people being like, oh my god, Lords of the Fallen 2 is on Epic Game Store? I gotta go install Epic Game Store. Like, either you're gonna already have it installed, or, you know, I just don't think from a financial standpoint it's worth it, but we'll see how that ultimately turns out. The game will be available on consoles as well, but that would be a pretty decent freebie, I think, all things considered. It would be on the Epic Game Store, so we'll see how that turns out. And remember, we are coming up on the holiday season where Epic Game Store does do the daily mystery free games, so they're gonna probably be dropping a lot of big stuff, and on Christmas Day is usually when they drop one of the bigger titles they give away for free of the year. Like, I don't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago, they gave away Death Stranding, they've given away Outer Worlds, they give away a lot of pretty good stuff. So yeah, if you have the Epic Game Store installed, there's definitely an opportunity to get some pretty high quality games over the course of the next month for free. Lastly, I do want to cover some stuff on Humble Bundle. Humble Choice, like I said, is $14.99. This bundle is absolutely ridiculous. I think it's a phenomenal bundle for everything that you're getting. $15 will get you 9 Souls, which that game already, the cheapest price that it's been on Steam has been $15, so that is covering the cost of the bundle right off the rip if you do have interest in that. Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the Man Who Erased His Name, the cheapest that game has been $17.49, so that is a fantastic value addition as well. Streets of Rage 4, which that game has been down to like $8.99 before, but that's a great game and one of those games that you can kind of kick back, relax, and have a pretty good time with. It's just a pretty fun beat-em-up that I think everybody can enjoy quite a bit. Great visual style and a lot of great gameplay, and if you play it on one of the harder difficulties, can get pretty challenging as well. Great co-op gameplay there as well if you do want to play it with a friend. Lost Guys, Intravenous 2, you've got Dungeon Tycoon, Beholder, Conductor, and Godlike Burger. So obviously the biggest titles are, it's the top 3 games that are really carrying it from a value standpoint, but you get some smaller games with that, and if you have interest in just 9 Souls, well then you just get a bunch of games on top of that from a value standpoint. Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the Man Who Erased His Name, this is the cheapest way to get that game, and if you have interest in 2 of the top 3 titles, man, then you make out like a bandit. Or if you have interest in some of the smaller games, like, it's a great bundle, so definitely recommend that. Next up, we've got the award nomination bundle. Gaming award season is around the corner, and kick off the festivities with the curated bundle of award-nominated video games. Now, $14 will get you Bright Memory Infinite, A Space for the Unbound, which is a phenomenal game. If you want a narrative-driven game that'll hit you in the feels, man, A Space for the Unbound is a great title. Cobalt Core, you've got I Was a Teenage Exorcist, Ghost Runner 2, Immortality, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Pocket Bravery, and The Veil, Shadow of the Crown. A lot of good stuff there for just $14. I get it, that's a lot of, lesser-known titles. Ghost Runner 2 is fairly well-known, but man, Space for the Unbound's a great title. Bright Memory Infinite's a solid action title, and then you've got some other titles there as well. Just a great bundle if you want to play some lower-key titles, but still worthwhile games there for sure. Return to Metroidvania bundle, $12 will get you Grime, Berserk Boy, Biogun, Shantae the Seven Sirens, Astalon Tears of the Earth, Islets, A Monster Sanctuary, and Gato Roboto. All of that available for just $12. And then you do have the Worms 30th Anniversary bundle. $12 will get you Worms Rumble, Worms WMD, Worms Armageddon, Worms Ultimate Mayhem, Worms Revolution, Worms World Party Remastered, Worms Crazy Golf, Worms Blast, Worms Pinball, Worms Clan Wars, Worms Reloaded, and Worms the Original. All of that for the 30th Anniversary bundle. $12. A pretty solid shout there as well. Hopefully they roll out some bigger bundles as we get to the end of the year. There was the Borderlands bundle, which I didn't even mention just because I don't think that bundle's very good, or it was very good, because on the surface, you could be like, wow, it's Borderlands. You get a lot of Borderlands title, but it's all the Borderlands games without the DLC. So I was just like, yo, this bundle's, kind of trash. Like, who's trying to get all the Borderlands games, like the older Borderlands games in the year 2025 without the DLC packs? Like, that seems kind of ridiculous. But, yeah, I didn't give a mention to that, but I do think some of these other bundles are quite good, and, maybe we'll see the return of, a Capcom bundle, a Warner Brothers bundle, and as we get to the end of the year, maybe some newer bundles will roll out as well. I feel like Humble's done a pretty good job all year long, and, I know that there is some criticism, especially with some things going on, about some keys getting replaced and whatnot, which I gotta look more into that, but, yeah, for now, I think they're still very much a great spot to buy stuff, and Humble Choice is excellent, and a lot of their bundles are pretty good. So, we'll see how that turns out. Again, big rumor that Lords of the Fallen will be the free title come tonight as a part of the Epic Game Store's freebies and the Game Awards. It makes a lot of sense given that, again, Lords of the Fallen 2 will be Epic Game Store exclusive, so they're involved in the development and funding of that game, but we'll see how that turns out, and a lot of great bundles from Humble. Humble Choice is excellent as well. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.